When the editor is away, the DM shall play. Welcome back to Definitely Canon. My name is Matthew, your DM to the stars. And on this week's episode, a very special Definitely Canon. This week will feature pretty much exclusively Remy and Mae as we pick up from the events of last week, where Mae was disastrously thrown to the wolves by Arcus Dread. This is sort of a side quest as it won't feature most of our main characters, but don't worry, I hear you clicking away at your keyboard, screaming that this is no longer canon. We are still in the canon. In addition to being a side quest episode, this one's going to be a little bit more off the cuff, mostly improvised. We're going off script because honestly I don't feel comfortable taking the story forward with so little people here, which does not discount, this is still canon, is what I'm trying to get across. It's just going to be a little all over the place. So business as usual. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Definitely Canon. So Mae,
hi.
When we left you were hanging from a building, being shot at by stormtroopers.
I know, and I've been hanging here for like a whole week.
And boy, are my arms tired, right?
Boy, ooh.
How much strength does your character have? Forget I asked that question. So yeah, you're just kind of dangling there. If you remember pretty much the last thing we did was you did sort of like a triumphant jump, didn't quite stick the landing, and you kind of landed with your torso on the edge. So at the moment you're just kind of like hanging off this rooftop, this sort of like low-lying rooftop, and from sort of like unforeseen to you didn't see this person on the roof until like just now. A hand extends. And it's Remy. She's been following you guys since the cantina. And she saw you were in trouble and thought she'd lend a hand. Conflicted Remy thought she'd step in and sort of escalate the situation. And Remy, what do you say?
I got you!
I got you, she screams. And pulls you back up onto the roof. So you guys are kind of like on the roof while these stormtroopers, I don't know if you remember correctly, there was like sort of 3 lanes that the stormtroopers were coming in. But they sound like they're a little distracted as they're coming into this clearing and seeing their commander unconscious. And you're nowhere to be seen. So they're kind of distracted. So what do you guys want to do from here?
I think we should take cover and hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're currently on a rooftop. It's not quite as tall as the other rooftops, but I'd take like an average agility check to see if you can make it to one of the adjacent rooftops and just sort of like get some distance.
Okay.
So both of you, I'm going to need both of you, I guess, to do like an average agility just to see. And if one of you fails, you can also sort of like roll to see if you're able to pull them up. Mm-hmm. So that works out to be 1 failure, 1 advantage. I think that's what I'm seeing. Yep. So you fail with an advantage. So, well, yeah. But let's see what Courtney ends up rolling. So what's your agility there?
+2.
Do you have any rank?
I don't think
okay.
so.
So yeah, it's 2 and 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, was it athletics?
So that sorry?
Was it in
athletics? Yeah, sorry.
Athletics? Oh, well.
What did you roll? You rolled it like your core stat. Do you have a rank in athletics?
It's brawn is 3 plus a rank. I would have had a rank.
Athletics is brawn. Mm-hmm. So it is. So yeah, Courtney's is a wash, and I'm gonna let you do a reroll. That's kind of my bad, just because so 3 plus a rank ends up being that. There you go. That's a little better odds. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this former lieutenant is just kind of like, light on her feet. So that's... that cancels out. Those two cancel out. So that's 3 advantage. So with 3 advantage, you can take like an additional move immediately. So I suggest you do that.
Another athletics.
Another one.
Okay.
As DJ Khaled might say.
I had a running start. I had a real good running start.
You had a really good running start. See, it was really good. You succeeded that time.
Woo.
So those 2 cancel out. These 2 here. Mm-hmm. It was a failure. So it's a success and an advantage.
Woo.
Which means we're doing a lot of rolls here, but this is just sort of determining arbitrarily whether or not you get on a rooftop.
Definitely can.
So you got up to the rooftop pretty handily. Mm-hmm. Remy maybe didn't even she got there and got nervous all of a sudden because she doesn't do a lot of running on top of rooftops. And she's got her guitar and everything. She's like, well, is this going to be okay? If I land on this funny, is it going to... I want to break this. This was my uncle's. Was it your uncle's? I can't remember.
Sure,
it was your uncle's.
Yeah, it was.
All right,
I remembered
perfect.
that. I think
All right,
and
so,
suddenly I look back and there's a glint.
So
Something clicks in my brain. Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, let's say it's still pretty dark and maybe you can't see the bass guitar all that well in the dark, but let's have you do another skill check to see if you can pull Remy up. Remy, did you note how much your character weighs?
Yes, I did note that.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh,
But
you
she
didn't
weighs
note that.
about 145 pounds.
She is really... No.
What?
Okay, 145, so let's see. That's probably
Let's say 130.
It's yeah, but it's hard to lift someone, so 3 difficulty.
So
And then not necessarily, are you rolling for athletics right now?
am I?
So
Athletics?
what I'm going to ask you to do is roll for something that you see. Think about what skill might be required to pull someone up.
Strength.
Strength, yes, but it's probably...
Athletics.
Hold on, let me see what you got there.
No, it won't be athletics again.
Yeah, it's probably athletics, actually, now that I think about it. So I'll just roll athletics again. I don't always feel comfortable being like, no, it's brawl. Because it's not brawl. It's still based on brawl.
Yeah, I slap grab her arm.
Grab. Copyright that. Let's see.
It would also be the same rings.
No, you succeed. So that's success with... Hold on. Success with 3 disadvantage.
Well.
Okay. So you grab her. Also, hashtag grab her. That was that license plate. Do you remember that controversy? Yeah, that guy's last name.
Yeah.
The guy's last name was Grabber. And people thought it was offensive that he had a license. Anyway. But I want to say her guitar slips from her hands.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get you to do a coordination check to see if you're able to catch it. And it's going to be hard coordination. And no, 2 and a disadvantage because you're caught off guard. Or a setback, I should say. And then against whatever your coordination is, don't just roll those. Courtney, you roll also what your coordination is.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's tied to...
so plus 2.
So 2. So you're going to roll 2. Green dice there. Yeah, I know, you're very distraught. You're a lot has happened in this first couple seconds here.
Yeah.
But you succeeded, so there's nothing to be worried about. You succeeded with 2 success, 1 disadvantage. Yes, 2 success, 1 disadvantage. Which means, what do you think your disadvantage is in this situation? So you grabbed your guitar. Maybe you grab it weird.
Maybe I broke one of the strings or loosened one of the gain knobs.
Okay, so whatever that means, your weapon temporarily has reduced range. I don't want to say reduced range, reduced damage. So until you get a chance to retune your guitar, let's say it does 1 strain at long range and 3 strain at short range.
1 strain long range and 3 strain short range?
Yeah, until you tune your guitar. And then despite all odds, you guys make it up on top of the rooftop, sort of breathless, out of breath, and you're suddenly kind of face to face with this person you've been following.
Wait, I'm face to face? Like I'm the person? Okay.
You guys kind of scramble onto the rooftop.
Yeah.
You're checking your guitar, you're like, oh man, looks like it might be out of tune a bit.
Yeah.
And you look at each other. I mean, I don't want to, direct your actions or whatever, but you guys are on the rooftop, and it doesn't seem like the stormtroopers know that you guys got a little bit of distance.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So for all intents and purposes, you're safe for now.
Okay.
Cock my eyebrow. You following me? You following me?
You look familiar.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like that I didn't mean to be stalking you. It's just, see, I was in the cantina bar and I saw these 2 guys and I was really curious to know what they were trying to do or what they were doing, and I just kind of wanted to follow them and see what was going on, because I noticed that even though they were exhibiting some very extreme behavior, they are also fighting against people that I'm not particularly fond of right now. And while I was following them, I just happened to notice that you were with them as well. But then I witnessed you, I guess, I don't know if betrayed is the right word, but I was very concerned about you, and I guess between the 3 of you guys, I wanted to make sure that I guess you were okay, because out of the 3, you were the one that was not really exhibiting very extreme behavior that made me concerned.
I don't think betray is the right word, because I didn't really trust them in the first place.
Fair
so
enough.
Technically, they didn't betray me. Kind of expected them to do something shady, because they did try to kill someone I was trying to save. So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of noticed one of them killed somebody. I think it looked like it was for a jacket or something, but I don't know. It seemed a little...
Yeah.
It seemed a little much, but I mean...
It was a nice jacket.
Yeah, it is a nice jacket. It is.
Yeah. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Despicable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that you were not, I guess, being brought into the Empire, because I felt like I could have done something about it if you were taken away.
Okay, there's like bad guys back there, so we should probably move. Just saying. It's been a while. They're probably looking. Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Let's go somewhere that's not here.
Okay, so you guys are going to get some even more distance, which is a good idea. So where do you think you'd probably end up going? And May, you've been on Foremost for a little while. Maybe Remy isn't as familiar with Foremost.
So, there's that bar. There's the marketplace. Yeah. I don't really want to go back to either of those places. There's probably some sketchy alleyway.
Foremost is full of sketchy alleyways, in fact.
2 women going into a sketchy alleyway. That sounds smart.
Fuck, we bad.
Let's do it.
All right.
I have a blaster and 2 combat knives and military experience.
It's funny
I'm
that
a lieutenant.
It's funny that you would mention alleyways, because alleyways are the most safe place on Foremost, you know. CCTV constantly monitors the alleyways, and the streets are brightly lit. Of course, I'm not being serious. Foremost is it's an extension of everyone's favorite sort of hive of scum and villainy on Tatooine, except it's like the entire city is a hive of scum and villainy. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
the most.
Let's hang out in an alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
Take
it.
a seat. Just be careful, you know, that you don't sit on a needle or like, you know, a used tissue and
I got sick.
get
Oh
hepatitis.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would be the worst, right? Like if you got a cold out of this whole
like
ordeal, because like
that's,
not only did a stranger betray you, but now you're sick,
yeah.
which is worse.
I got that like one of those weird sicknesses from you know, from different planets where you just like start, you know, oozing.
Right. Like your body hasn't built up enough of an immunity, and you're traveling, and it's just like
just oozing.
everyone's sick here. No,
It's not even a normal color.
There's no like hygiene on Foremost. It hasn't been invented
Gross.
yet.
Disgusting.
So yeah, you guys find. So here's the thing: if you look down the side of the building you're on, there's an alley. Like there's alleys all over the place.
Wow.
Is
there like a
specific-
dumpster that we can hide in?
Does it say hazardous waste?
The trash compactor?
Yeah, I wouldn't go in any trash compactors.
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, let's just say that you find a nondescript alley some distance away to just sort of, you know, take a breather in. And you're sort of like peeking out of the alley trying to make sure that no Empire agents have seen you duck in here.
And like pulling back and snickering and...
Yeah, sure. You think it's very funny that you almost got caught by the Empire for some reason.
Today's the day you almost caught Lieutenant Mae.
You'll never forget. So now that you're in this alley, your data pad sort of like starts blowing up. Not like exploding. Like you're just getting notifications.
Oh, I got so many matches.
Yeah, no. Right? Every time you step foot on Foremost, it just that's kind of your fault too.
I got hacked.
You got
I didn't
hacked.
swipe right for all these guys.
Quotes unquotes.
Girls.
You got hacked.
Oops.
Yeah, right. Whoops. And it is Dak Fontoon, your contact in the Rebel Alliance.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, do you want to answer? You want to answer Dak?
Okay.
Okay.
What's he
So
saying?
Dak picks up and he's like, Lieutenant May, or May, whatever you're calling yourself these days. I just want to thank you again for helping us deliver those rebel sympathizers to the base. We owe you a debt of gratitude. But I guess there's one more thing we'd like you to do while you're on Foremost.
Gee whiz. What's that, Dak?
Well, first let's get to the status report. What the hell happened? You were supposed to report like hours ago.
Well, let me tell you.
So you tell
So
them
there
what
was
happens.
some-
You don't have to.
Okay.
you don't have to
Oh.
explain. Everyone already knows.
He's
what
gonna
happens.
get all fired up.
Yeah, he just imagine him getting fired up at various points. He'll say things like, "Oh, what?" And
They did what, honey?
you gotta be shitting me. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He was never supposed to have that kind of an accent. Yeah, he's just a regular dude. Although maybe he is kind of like a military surgeon with like a tech. Well, that sounds like you went through a lot of trouble there on Foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I hate to do this to you. I know you're probably still a little bit raw. I know you didn't really know those folks, but it always hurts to be betrayed. I know that personally. But here's the thing is, those specific folks you mentioned are actually kind of the reason I'm calling you back. So, Arcus Dread in particular, has been picked up on a lot of Empire comms we've been intercepting. Seems like the Empire has taken a particular interest in Arcus Dread for whatever reason. I mean, it could be all those videos of him mucking shit up on... Yeah, on Coruscant. Yeah. Taking people to task. The Empire, I don't know if they're sure yet if they want to frame him as a hero for taking down Cato Lichos. Of course, one of the more dangerous bounty hunters in the galaxy, tied to the Seed Syndicate. But they're definitely got a situation on their hands. They don't know how to frame this situation yet. And until they do, we need to keep a close eye on that guy. Mm-hmm. I've also noticed he's been traveling very closely to Jagger, who has been on our radar for some time. Now, we don't really have a full understanding of his skill sets. I mean, we've heard a little bit from what you said. He seems to go off the handle and just sort of randomly attack people, which is... Mm-hmm. That's a thing. But we don't really have a good handle on his skill sets because any of the probes we've sent out have come back completely destroyed, so... we'd also like a little bit more intel on him if you could, and this so happens to come at a perfect time because they seem to be doing a lot of merc work, a lot of bounty hunting.
Can I hear what
yes.
Can I hear this? Okay.
Yeah, so you can... This is relatively loud.
Okay.
Not too loud, but like you can definitely hear it within a couple meters.
Yeah.
So the Rebel Alliance, we're a startup. We're a little short on funds, and I've got a couple of different probes, a couple of different projects out there in the Outer Rim, trying to wrestle up some money, but it's not. I mean, the projections are much higher than the actual revenue that's coming in. So what I would like you to do, and just, before you say anything, do remember that, we did you a favor. We pulled your ass out of the fire on that one, and this is kind of like a short-term thing. This isn't like a forever deal. We just need some short-term funds from you doing basic mercenary work. And if you can convince Arcus Dread and Jagger to start doing merc work with you and sort of share the funds however many ways, then that's killing 4 birds with 1 stone, little lady. You get what you get the itch I'm scratching at here? Is that...
Yeah.
Was that metaphor too far-fetched? I'm sorry.
Please.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes.
Okay. That's good, because I don't really have a way with words.
Kay.
You know this.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay. So, do you accept the terms? Oh, and also, if you do this for us, we will give you full access to our surveillance comms, any information on you-know-who, Red.
Yeah.
Will be forwarded to you post-haste. Oh, and, I'm just assuming that's good with you. One more thing. Another blip on our radar. We noticed that Remy, superstar sensation out of the Dagobah system, is traveling through town. And I get it. There's some history there with you in the Dagobah system. But if you could look after her for us, much appreciated. She's a real morale booster back here in our hidden bases, and we really appreciate it if you could just make sure she gets off of Foremost okay. It's a rough place.
Is this the Remy, like
the Dagobah system?
Her uncle. Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What?
Oh.
Is there another Remy? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Shoot.
I think at this point I'm kind of I'm not really in earshot. I'm kind of focused on trying to fix my So I didn't hear that. Okay.
Also, I mean, could you stop moaning into my data pad? Because people are starting to look at me funny. No, I'm not watching it. I'm just talking to.
What else do you want, Daddy? I'm fucking with you.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's super unfortunate. You let us know right away if Arcus Dread or Jagger or any of them can't be trusted or can't be used as an asset, or the operation is otherwise bust, and we will send in the brigade. We will send in the cavalry. Is the word I was looking for. Oh, and one more thing. You're probably going to want... we send your last shipment of supply. It's going to be at the following coordinates. Probably want to pick that up before you leave foremost. I don't know what Arcus Dread's plans are. And again, if he can't be used as an asset, try and tail him. You know, anything we can get on this guy. Because he is an unknown agent at this point. Alright. Dak out.
Okay.
Turned off his communicator. Alright, so that was Dak Fontaine. So yeah, you got these coordinates. You've got a little bit of time on your hands. Like, Fontoon is your oyster. Sorry, not Fontoon. Dak has signed off. Foremost is your oyster. You can do whatever you want.
I think I'll just go to the coordinates, honestly.
Okay.
So, what do you, like, do you have any, do you need to go do anything?
You know what? Honestly, I was just kind of here trying to make a living. I won't go into details, but maybe not right now, but I had kind of a bad past, and I'm trying to... I don't know that she knows, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to move on from it, so... I mean, I was just kind of trying to make a living here, and I think that's not really going to work, so... At this point, I'm just trying to find a new start. So,
And,
I guess the answer's no.
What's your name?
Remy.
Oh. Hi. So do you want to go to that drop site?
Yeah, you guys kind of didn't, like, even introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To each other.
I'm Mae, by the way.
Mae.
Mae. Just Mae.
Just Mae.
Just Mae.
I kind of muttered to myself, why do I know that name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it maybe sounds familiar,
It
but
sounds familiar.
it's been a long time.
But I don't know, yeah.
It's been a long time since you last talked to your uncle about anything, really.
Yeah.
And
And
there
I
was
don't
a
like to
brief
think about it.
silence.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah. They're
but I don't,
you guys
yeah.
exchange names and then independently you're like, wow, I know that other person's name.
I'm like, I know that other person's uncle. Oh.
That person's uncle is in my DMs.
Oh, my uncle had that same app.
Weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
What a coincidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a galaxy, small galaxy.
Mm-hmm. So, you want to go to that site, that drop site?
What are we going to be doing there?
Getting the stuff for me.
Just hanging out. Just kind of being like, just seeing if there's anything cool to do at the drop
Yeah.
site.
Yeah, since we're both trying to, like, get these people, I gotta go get the stuff. Should probably stick together. Makes sense.
I mean, you know what? I will agree to do that. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to get to know people, but I do feel safe with you right now. So I think my best bet is to maybe I'll just stick with you and maybe perhaps get to know you a little bit, and then we can do that. So
Sister Act 4.
Okay.
And Whoopi Goldberg's here. How'd she get here? What?
What?
A clone trooper pulls off their helmet and it's Whoopi Goldberg. She has such a wide range.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg pulls off a mask and it's Queen Latifah.
So, I can tell you any info that you might want to know about anything whilst we're walking.
You're just like,
I guess.
ask me questions about your past. Your past. Yours. Ask me questions about your past.
Well, I guess one question I have is, this stuff that we're going to get, how's it going to help us out?
Oh, I have no idea. Dak didn't really tell me. He just said that there's some stuff. I assume it's like weapons.
So you've had a couple of...
Maybe armor.
You've had a couple of supply drops. It's mostly just like, clean clothes, food, medical supplies, things like that.
Oh, is that the guy you were talking to on your pager thing while I was trying to fix my vase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it does sound like stuff that we could use.
Yeah, so let's use our navigational skills to find the coordinates. Is that a thing? There's negotiation.
That's not the same.
What's
you can't negotiate with
strategy?
Unless it's the map from like...
I'm sure we can figure out how to get there.
Yeah, so I would get you to do...
perception check?
I want to say perception initially. Reading a map is more like Core World's intelligence, but I think you could get by, like, it's a pretty simple map. I would say perception is probably sufficient.
It's just gonna take a while to walk there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, it's night, so maybe if the arid nature of Foremost is not as, it's not as much of an assault on your body as during the day. So you don't necessarily have to keep it, constantly hydrated as you would have.
Strange choice of words, but I get it.
It's a violent...
Please elaborate.
I'm saying the heat is real bad. It's really hot. So yeah. I'll get you to do just like an average perception check. And Dak accidentally he typoed the coordinates.
No.
I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty here by using the force. There was a bit of a typo in the coordinates. See if you can find out what he was actually sort of like read between the lines here.
So what is this? Which one is this? Perception?
Perception.
Which is just 2 for me. Yeah. Wow. This is gonna suck.
No, you succeeded.
Oh.
So that's just a net success. So yeah, you're just like, oh, he put like an 8 here. He put a B here. He probably meant an 8.
I get that.
You're like, Dak always leans on this one key. And he probably had like caps locks on here.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just classic Dak blunders. And it's literally like just outside of town. It's kind of close to the spaceport. But in sort of the shadow of the spaceport. Like, it's not necessarily a place that stormtroopers are going to be patrolling, and that's of course on purpose. So you guys have kind of like a clear signal. If you're gonna go right there, you're good to go. It's just gonna take a little while.
Yeah. So
do you guys do anything
let's
while
go.
you're walking there? Do you want to make any stops on the way? You want to
it's kind of awkward.
just walk in silence?
Yeah. It's nighttime. We're keeping our wits about us.
Should we rest somewhere, or should we maybe keep walking at night? That way nobody sees us.
It's up to you.
Why don't we get some distance between us and those guys, and then kind of decide.
Getting distance. You can go the distance.
I'm like, so how did you get to being in? So did you say that? What do you do for a living? Like, why do you like? Are you in the I guess whatever the Star Wars term is for military?
I'm just going around helping people who need help. Sometimes it's the rebels. Sometimes they're on an Empire-controlled planet.
I mean, I guess I can kind of relate because I don't really know what... I mean, I like, don't arrest me for saying this or anything, but I don't really know what... It's not that I don't know what side to be on, it's just... Well, let's just say I'm a little bit tired of both sides, and both sides give me some triggering thoughts. So it's... I guess right now I'm kind of just out of the loop, just observing and kind of just making my own decision of what way to go right now.
Should have taken that non-violent crisis intervention course. Damn it! That sounds hard. I empathize with you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Did you need some water?
Well, you know what? It's
No,
good
that's
for
only
you.
the cry.
I could deal with some water. That sounds great.
Okay, here's some.
Oh, thank you so much.
I would be worried if you couldn't deal with water. That's the one thing you can't overcome. Shit.
But it looks like vodka, like the liquor my uncle served.
Right.
No, she didn't say
You're
that.
hashtag triggered
Yeah.
by everything,
Yeah.
including water, especially water.
Yeah. So I'd just say, know your morals. Have strong morals and stick by those, and don't let politics get in the way of that.
This is an appropriately awkward conversation. Anyway, so you guys are on your way to the spaceport. You're getting pretty close, and unbeknownst to you, maybe the drop package landed on something and made too loud of a noise. But there are lights on in the port, and it seems like there's stormtroopers patrolling.
God damn it! Not again.
So yeah, it's groups of two. I should say you can see about two stormtroopers sort of hanging around where you would enter this area where the package is dropped, and they're just kind of talking over their comms. Yeah, somewhere over here. Loud noise. Yeah, could be nothing. We should patrol just in case.
We should hang back and wait till they're chill again.
Wasn't that our package?
Yeah, but if they find it, too bad for us. If it's those two guys, there could be more. I'm just saying. But if they don't, we can sneak around, see if there's a place to do that. Or we can sneak around there, see which way they go.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so what's you're just gonna wait it out for now?
Perception check.
Perception check.
Oh, they're probably gonna go.
Average with the setback, it's dark.
Sorry, just side note. On the walk there, did she? I forgot to discuss this, but did Mae decide that she wanted to share the information with Remy about trying to find Jagger and Archistred, or
No, I don't know.
does Remy still not know?
Sure, I kind of filled her in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A little bit, not too much. Not too much, just, I kind of know who she is, but she seems a little, what's the word?
Naive?
Yeah. I don't want to share too much information. I don't want her to get in trouble.
So basically, for all I know is, how about for all I know, it's just, remember those guys you saw? Just keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, just stay away from them.
Yeah.
As best as you can.
I want to be clear that you're not necessarily trying to find them. They're still in foremost. Who they're going after. Mm-hmm. It's more so your instructions for how to behave around them, how to your overall mission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know much, but I just know just be cautious.
Maybe she's alleviated a little bit of your concerns about didn't those guys kind of throw you to the wolves?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, yeah, we're not worrying about those guys right now. Let's just focus on getting some distance first.
All right. Okay. So there's guys coming up to a package.
I'm gonna see if I can see
So you
anything.
can't see the
the
package
pathways.
from here, but you are like observing these two stormtroopers that are in your way.
See if they find anything.
Success and 2 disadvantage.
What?
So yeah, these stormtroopers are just kind of like, yeah, no, too loud to be nothing. Let's go investigate. It's coming from over here. And they start moving towards where you assume the package is.
Mm-hmm.
So they're no longer in your way, but you can see that like sort of around the corner of the building, another group of stormtroopers is coming to like fill their patrol in, and they're going to sort of go for the package. So you have kind of a narrow window if you want to chase after them.
Yeah, I just like... There's probably not much in the packages there. Probably like...
Is there any way...
The packages you've gotten in the past have been basic things.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, it's not really worth, like... Because it's just us two. And we'd also create noise if we attack them.
Well, there's no way I can't use my base for, like, I don't know if I could.
You retuned your base,
Just
right?
alert.
Oh, I did?
Well, you took time to do that.
I took time to fix it, yeah, but
Yeah.
does that mean it's at full health now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm wondering, is there something that I could do to maybe use my base as kind of like not really a ventriloquist thing, but maybe see if I could make some type of noise to call them away, and then maybe that can give us an advantage to get the package.
I don't think you can throw like the noise that your base makes, but you could definitely use it as a distraction. Like you would have to make noise from where you're standing.
Okay. Well, May, what if we split up and I can try to distract them, and you could try to get the package if you want?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Seems appropriate. As long as you can get away, in time. Make an escape. And then I'll look for a way to get to the package.
I think I'd like to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
So you're going to make a noise there, and then I'm going to sneak, like...
No, I think I'm going to sneak to a spot, make a noise, and then maybe try to run away when they're coming.
Right.
Okay. So, first that's going to be... So that's going to be like an average with a boost, because it's dark. Sneak.
Sneak.
Like stealth.
Okay.
Sneak check.
What's your stealth?
My stealth?
It's lower.
Oh.
So it's based on agility.
+2.
So 2. You roll 2 there.
Okay.
2 with the boost, that's pretty even odds.
What should I play? Cantina band song?
That's entirely
Oh, this is scary.
You play like the Hinterland Who's Who, like. Okay, so that's a success with 1 advantage.
Ooh.
So you snuck over there, and you just kind of like you deftly sort of like shift your weight so that your base doesn't make any noise, and describe where you snuck over to.
Let's say. I would say that. Well, how can I explain it for the mic? Because I can't really do a visual.
By explaining it.
I would say that I'm kind of maybe. If it was a circle, and say that May was kind of right at the bottom of the circle, I would be about, say, like northwest or something.
I mean more like that's the direction you snuck in.
Okay.
Like, are you underneath a building's awning? Are you like behind a crate? Where like
in a bush.
In a bush. There's probably no bushes.
I would say in like a bit like what was it? A building's on it?
Like just underneath, sort of like a like an awning in front of a building. Like a shop in sort of like a shop. Sort of.
That sounds the best place. Yeah.
Okay, so you've just kind of sort of crouched behind some vases, maybe in front of a shop, and you've got your base all set up. Megan, did you need to do anything during this turn?
I need to look for the package.
Okay, well, you still can't see because there's like buildings in the way. So if I can describe this environment, I guess, imagine sort of like a circular building, and you're expecting the package to be dropped on sort of on the outside of the circle, opposite of where you are, basically.
Oh,
There are buildings beside the circular building as well, sort of creating an alleyway around the building until you get to the back, in which it sort of opens up to the rest of Foremost. And you've just seen stormtroopers go through one side of that alley, the one you're closest to, and you're seeing stormtroopers exiting the other side. And then Remy just sort of snuck up to the building that was next to it.
So is there a way to sneak toward the place so I can get a better look around?
Yeah, for sure you can be sneaking behind them. The building is curved such so that if you stay back far enough, you're probably good.
But if she makes a noise behind me,
Then it'll go behind you.
they're gonna turn back and see me. So I should probably go around the opposite way.
And stormtroopers are coming towards you from that direction.
Which way are they gonna go?
You can, you can wait it out, or you can choose to do something different. One's not better than the other. It's just up to you.
I'm gonna wait for them to
Okay.
go and investigate the
they
distraction.
They move a little bit further along their path, and then do you want to do your distraction?
What do you want me to do?
You want to distract them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Has a bass guitar, makes cawing sounds.
Okay, how about I play something that sounds dangerously close to the Imperial March, but that doesn't exist yet.
And just butcher it.
Yeah. Also, we don't have the rights, so
No.
Yes.
So that's why I said dangerously close.
Yes, something non-copyright.
Yeah.
Imperial March.
Yeah.
That works. They could probably relate to that. So I want to say.
This sounds catchy. We should use it.
I want to say. That's going to be at the range they're at. They're behind a building. It's going to be 3 difficulty. Just straight 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how that shakes out. Those cancel out. Those cancel out. So that's 3 success, 2 disadvantage. So the stormtroopers immediately hear your non-copyright Imperial March tune, and they're like, "Could have been what we heard. We should go investigate." And so they turn directly, or there's sort of like a side alley. So they turn around and if you're hiding behind the left side of the building, they're going around the right from where the spaceport is. So they're just kind of circling around behind you.
Yeah.
Basically. But you can't hear them.
Okay.
You're just playing this tune or whatever. And you don't happen to hear that they've circled around. But they do take damage from that. They're just kind of oh, that's gotta be what we heard. And then they move towards where you are. So you haven't heard them though.
Okay.
Okay. May, what do you want to do?
I'm sneaking the way that they didn't go, the way that they're not going to see me.
What does your thing do at range again? 3? Okay.
3, yeah.
Okay, so you're sneaking.
I'm sneaking toward the package.
Okay, so you're going the way that they went originally.
Yes.
You're going behind, so
I'm going the way that they're not going to see me.
If they're going around the building clockwise, you're starting to go around the building clockwise so that you're moving towards the package? Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you slip right in and you're just going to move towards the package?
Should I look around? What does that mean?
I'm just asking you what you're
just
doing.
Going to look.
Do you want to move all the way to the package, or do you want to do you just want to go for it?
Well, I mean, I'll still be checking around me because I'm still sneaking.
Okay, so you want I'm gonna get you to do an average sneak check with a boost die to get to that first, and then do you want to sneak again? I'll let you do 2 movements if you're not going to make an action.
You get 2 sneaks.
Well, so technically you'll be able to move these 2 range bands with the 1 sneak, but you're just not because technically you're sneaking, so you are only moving 1 range band.
I'll have 2 sneaks, please.
No, just the one.
Okay, just the
the one.
ones.
I
I'll
mean,
have
you can
1
take-
sneak, please.
Yeah, you can take. No. Okay.
So this cancels that.
So 2 success.
2 success.
So yeah, you snuck over there.
Oh, got my sneak.
Yeah, you sneak in just as they're kind of like rounding the other corner, and you're between the spaceport and the building next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you want to just continue in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I see the package?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, no, it's farther away.
Okay. I will sneak again.
So again, you can't sneak again. You can move again. They probably won't.
Okay.
Hear you. So yeah, you'll move 2 range bands, and you're not quite there yet.
Okay, sneaked. I was being cautious. So I pretty much know what's around me.
That's
Right.
not necessarily true. You can do a perception check next turn if you want.
Okay, I'll move again.
Okay. So yeah, you just kind of continue on your way. Courtney, you just like continuing to play.
So I
Or
didn't
do
hear
you
them
think-
come towards me, did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So do you think your original strategy, and this is difficult because you're now sort of playing with knowledge that your character doesn't have,
Yeah.
but do you think your original strategy was sort of like hit and run, or were you just going to kind of lure them till they got there?
It was more of a hit and run.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you played whatever you're going to play.
Yeah.
And now you're going to try and move from your position, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get you to do another sneak.
Okay.
With this time with I'll give a boost and a setback, just because
Yeah, it's hard to do stuff that you know but your character doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, and your stealth was 2, right?
I believe it was
Everything, yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much everything for you too.
Yeah. My favorite number.
So that works out to be an advantage.
Okay.
So you aren't able to sneak, but like you trip over a bunch of pots, and that distracts them enough that you're able to move like regular speed to around like in between the buildings.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's where you were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At some point, I'm gonna try to get back to May, but
Okay, so yeah, you followed after her, knocked over some vases in the process, and they were distracted by that enough that they didn't necessarily notice when you like made noise and moved away.
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
all right, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Can I see the package yet?
No, so you're still kind of in an alleyway.
I'll sneak more.
Okay, another sneak. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Or, sorry. Whatever your sneak is.
I should probably catch one back in about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's agility. I get 3. Ah.
Yeah.
Sneak.
So that's a success and an advantage. So you continue to sneakily run down this alley, and you make it to the clearing, and you can see this kind of inconspicuous box that has a parachute draped over the top of it, and no one is in sight.
Okay, I'm gonna go poke it.
Yeah, if you want to move again.
Look in it.
If you want to move again, yeah, no, well, I mean, that's your movement. So, this is a little confusing, because sneaking... Oh, no, because technically... Okay. I'm going to get you to take strain this time, because technically sneaking is like putting you in stealth mode, and then you're moving while you're sneaking. So it's kind of like taking an action and a movement. So if you want to move to the package, like, are you doing this under duress, or do you think you have time?
I might as well just go for it now.
Okay, so I'll get you to take a strain.
I need
pencil. Grab one from the.
Oh.
Okay, so you run up to the box and you're gonna open it, I assume?
Yeah.
So.
What's in the box?
Yeah. So it's locked, but you have the code to open it. You've received these packages before, so you just kind of flip in the code, which is 8008. Sorry, it's 28008.
Messed it up the first time.
I did mess it up the first time.
And
inside is, basic, just like water, clean clothes, food, things that you might expect to be in one of these sort of care packages. But there's also...
I can feel the care.
Yeah, you can feel that somebody made this care package with love. There's like a bento box in there.
Oh, there's a motivational note. You can do it. Oh, it's got a little cartoon star. That's adorable.
And the motivational
Cartoon
note
bantha. Oh.
is attached to not a missile tube.
Ooh. Yeah, there's just like a plastic cardboard tube. Not a missile tube. Do not use.
A blaster rifle.
Ooh.
Blaster rifle. Do you already have a blaster rifle?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Is it...
I have a blaster, 2 combat knives.
You said you have
stim
a...
packs.
But you have a blaster rifle.
Oh no, I have a blaster pistol.
So now you have a blaster rifle. That's attached to the little note that says... I was going to say, I didn't think you had a blaster rifle. From Dak that says... Go get him, kid.
Aww.
I knew you can do it. And hey, thanks again for helping us out. And then, what is that thing they say in Rogue One for like being a rebel? Do they like cross their arms or something?
I don't know.
Anyway, he does a little hologram appears and he does that. The thing. I think they do like a thing.
No, I think that's Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, just like once, not
twice.
Anyway, it's arbitrary and dumb. Anyway, so Remy, I'm just gonna say arbitrarily, you catch up to her at this point. Yeah.
What'd I miss?
Yeah, you're just kind of like fumbling your guitar around your back, and you see Mae kind of like looking in this box. Also, the box is like pretty light and it's got straps, so you can just kind of carry it with you if you want.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And where do you go from here?
Hey, Mae, did you get your package?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here.
And we got the hell out of there.
Well, let's see.
We got the hell out of
You guys are kind of out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Run into the shadows.
You run into the shadows.
Run into the shadowy something. And away.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me see if you're able to... Let's do a combined... Let's have both of you do a combined agility and... Or what is it? It's not agility, huh? It's athletics. Athletics and stealth. A little uneven, but okay. I mean... Oh!
Woo!
Wow!
Woo! Is this good?
That's very good.
Oh,
So,
good.
you rolled a triumph.
Woo!
Alright, so yeah.
Woo!
You guys... So Megan actually had a underground tunnel system built from where the drops were going to have in case she ran into a situation exactly like this. So you guys get in the underground tunnel station. There's a minecart down there. And it just kind of like rockets you back into Formos. And you guys pop up inside of the cantina.
Woo!
And there's already ice cold glasses of water
Woo!
waiting for you.
So this is basically a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a narrative natural 20. And you also succeeded. You got 2 successes and a triumph. I don't think there has been a better roll since that double triumph that someone got.
Awesome.
Woo!
Might have been me. And so with that, the saga of how Remy and Mae met and got out of Mae's sticky situation comes to a close. For now, anyway. And until our heroes meet back up with the group. Yeah, heroes.
The group.
Heroes with
Heroes. The group.
quotation marks and a question mark. Yeah. But anyway, that's it for this episode of Definitely Canon. Bit of a side quest. Bit of a slower episode, but hope everyone enjoyed just the same.
Thank you.
Bye.
And thus ends another chapter for our heroes. Will Arcus get over himself? Will Mae successfully tail Arcus for the Rebel Alliance? Will Remy's uncle ever be vindicated? Was he hot or was he not? All these questions, and nothing else, on the next episode of Definitely Canon.